What is up, my little Danos? Svebs is here, your coach of the Helsinki Hydreigas, and we are here for my Week 7 for the Ubers Draft League when I go up against Keegan, who I haven't played since the low tier format, and I think it was in semifinals, which was a very narrow and close game. So we see the Lunala, we see Greninja, Terra Ghost, King Gambit, which is his Terra Captain, we see Florges, Blastoise, and the Mudsdale. Okay. She opted not to bring the Houndstone because he does have the Terra Ghost instead on the what's its face, on the King Gambit. So what is my best option of lead here? I was thinking like leading with Klefki, but because I see Mudsdale and Blastoise, I'm leaning towards not to do that. Thundurus can be a pretty strong lead otherwise into this. I could also lead with my Alma and just pivot out from there. That can be a decent option as well. I think I like Alo as a slow flip turn lead because I don't have a... I don't want to lead badly into like a Greninja lead with like Rayquaza. I don't want my Thundurus to be worn down. So I think I opt to utilize a slow flip turn here and kind of pivot from there and see what he leads up with. But good luck and have fun to Keegan. And like I mentioned, like hopefully this is gonna be a close and fun game in itself, as we are gonna be seeing the Blastoise as the lead. Okay. We could have the same idea that I had, to be like a slow flip turn lead here. I would imagine this is like a rapid spinner in this matchup, considering that he didn't bring a ground and poison type. If he Shell Smashes, I have Klefki to light screen and whatnot, so I'll go for the flip turn. I imagine we're gonna be doing... He does go for the Yarn right away, that's fine by me though. Okay. So we see the Yarn from the Blastoise. And now I know for certain it's not also the... Oh, interesting, it's a Yarn eject button. Okay. Okay. That's pretty cool, because now he gets the free initiative into this. This could be choice specs. I do have my Casta Peridea in case this is like a agility set. For now, I'm gonna be utilizing my Klefki though. And go from there, because the Incineroar is a very obvious swapping, so I could see like agility, I could see Meteor Beam coming out. He goes for substitute. Okay. That makes sense though, in a sense that when you run Yarn like he did turn 1, it does allow him to get the substitute up. For now, I think I'll go for a light screen to cover my bases there and see what he's up to with this. He does go for the Moongeist Beam. Yep, we take that pretty fine. Now, I think I'll just go into my Incineroar after and utilize it for this. I just need to break this thing up and I'll be fine. It is up and Moongeist Beam thus far. Yep, we see the Moongeist Beam. I wanna say I'll take the Meteor Beam just fine after this. What health am I at? 294. And then we see like Lunala. Yeah, I'll take easily like a Meteor Beam from this. behind the light screen, so that's good. I can go for a Darkest Lariat. Yeah, there comes the Meteor Beam. This ideally puts me in a cast up range. That's what I'm hoping to see. Oh. That works. Or we simply just dodge the hit. Okay. Yeah, I think that meant that I think I read it in the sense that he missed that hit. So I wanna say that was Power Herb that was now being bailed out. So 76%. I'm not in a position necessarily to swap here, I wanna say. He might be. Well, if he's Focus Blast, I guess he could be trying to hit me. I think I'll go for the attack and just damage something. He may swap into the Mudstail. Or Blastoise. Yeah, Mudstail. This might be Rocky Helmet. Let's see. That did decent chunk. That might be... okay. Okay, it is Rocky Helmet. So that's now at like 70%, I wanna say. And like Rocky Helmet. So this is definitely your Stealth Rocker. I wanna see how much I did with that. This might be like mixed defensive. Oh, I got a high roll. Okay. I could go into my Thunderous on this. And go for a Krasnot. I could also go into my Alamomola. That can go for a Scald. Pretty freely. But I like my Thunderous for now. I think the Stealth Rocks are coming up. Yeah, there comes the rocks. Now this kind of screams for him that I'm coming in here to press Krasnot in front of his face, and I've told him that I'm Terra Electric, so he might be fearing like a Choice Spec set. And if I were a Choice Spec set, I would definitely kill him here. If he goes into Florges, and I Nasty Plot, how much am I doing? I would be doing a decent chunk. Combined with the Terra Electric, I might just take it out. And I do have the light screen up, I believe. Yeah, I still have a light screen up, so I kinda like the Nasty Plot here. We do see him withdrawing here. Habits. Florges. And now I'm behind a light screen, so even if you're especially defensive, I'll be doing a lot to you once I Terralize. Yeah. I kinda like Terralizing here. It's just enabling to do a lot to this guy. And now that I'm +2, he doesn't really like dealing with this at all. And I have Substitute as well for the King Gambit Sucker Punch. And while I'm +2, the ground type, like Mudstail, is kind of vulnerable at this point to deal with me. So now we go for a +2 Terra Electric Stab Thunderbolt, and we're gonna see if this is special defensive or like mixed defensive. That looks to be special defensive. Okay. Nice. So I'm able to break this thing down, and by being able to break this thing down, I can bring this Thunderous back to high health with my Alma Mola later. This is huge. That might be a Salt Fest based on how little that took. That might be a Salt Fest Florges, funny enough. I think for now I'm better off just damaging this even further. Cause the sooner this guy is gone, the better off my Thunders can be enabled later on in the battle. As he goes for another Moonblast, and he crits me. That is horrible. Because Thunderous was a huge winning condition. And I had Healing Wish on my Alma Mola, as you can see. Oh, that is huge. Okay, so what's my winning condition from here? I need to wear down King Gambit in order for either my Rayquaza or my other guy to win. That is horrible though. Who do I have to go into on this instance? I could go into my Iron Valiant. I could go into Rayquaza. I think I'll go into Iron Valiant for now. That's horrible though. My best Pokemon got critted. And I don't think, like, there's gonna be people mentioning like the Meteor Beam missing and whatnot. That justifies for that, but it really doesn't because I had the Casta Berry to cover the Meteor Beam hit, and then I could break this up. Whereas Thunderous was a lot bigger winning condition for me to utilize. But I'll go for the Shadow Ball, kinda make him think that I'm a special set. So Florges goes down. I can't believe that though. So Greninja comes out here. I guess my way of trying to win this is to utilize my screens to defend myself in some instance. I cannot go into... well, I can go into Alma Mola, but it's a very good option to deal with the King Gambit, to wear it down with Rocky Helmet, and get a slow flip turn to my Valiant. So I do think I have to use Klefki here. But that's not ideal. That critical hit is gonna be very unfortunate. I was really looking forward to use the Thunderous set this week. Okay, we see this Sludge Wave and his Protein. So now he's Poison type. And he has Sludge Wave on it to check me every time. What's my best course of action here? If I have Light Screen, I can keep myself kinda safe from this Greninja and the Lunala. Or the Blastoise for that matter. I could get up a Spike that can be crucial. Because I feel like the Mudsdale is kinda easy swap in here. I think this is my best opportunity to get up a Spike, and I'll do that for now. If he goes into Blastoise, he has to Rapid Spin. Yeah, he goes into Mudsdale, so getting up this Spike is better for me. And I think I'll just go into my Alma Mola. I don't think I'll think too much about that play. I need to wear down the Greninja essentially if it's not heavy duty boots with those spikes. Or manage to get damage on it. Casta Berry could come in clutch with the Incineroar in case it doesn't have Water Shuriken. He does go for the Earthquake. That won't do anything. With my nature being lowered, am I faster or slower than Mud still? I am still faster than Mud still. So going for a flip turn here can be kinda unfortunate if he were to stay in. If he were to stay in. Otherwise he can go into Blastoise and that's kinda in a safe spot for him. I could try to Scalp Burn it. But I don't like dealing with the Blastoise with +1 speed, so I think I go for Flip Turn, and if he stays in, I would have gone into Rayquaza. But now I get the initiative on the Blastoise coming in. Okay. And we get up a little bit of Flip Turn there. And it's really unfortunate that I don't have the Thundurus right about now, because now that would be able to like pressure this thing. So unfortunately my only way to pressure this Blastoise is going into my Rayquaza. And the worst case scenario is that I don't press the right move to kill it. And it kills me back. But funny enough, the Rayquaza is not, like, it's good, but it also isn't, like, super great in some of his things. He has to Ice Beam, though. Man, keeping that other guy alive would have been really nice. Would he be fully physically defensive? If he's fully physically defensive, he can take this hit. I could go for Draco Meteor, but it's pretty close of not killing it. This is annoying. I think I have to go for the Draco Meteor and hope that kills. Yes, it kills. That's huge. Okay. That was really... I had to pick the right move there, like being a mix attacker, to make sure that, like, predict that is he more physically defensive or specially defensive in the matchup. I think in matchup wise it made more sense to be physically defensive, and now I have a lot of special defense investment, which means that Life of Draco had a chance to kill. Depending on, of course, his bulk. For all I know, that was a roll, but that was way better opportunity for me to use that move instead. Okay. The Greninja is not heavy duty boots, which is huge, because now I've been able to get myself in a spot where any kind of hazard that I get up is there to stay. He's inclined to press a Ice Beam here, or he's pressing like maybe a Dark move. I'm kinda inclined to go into my Klefki still. Because then I can in a pinch get up a Light Screen. That is huge to deal with this. I wanna keep the Alamomola in bay to be healthy still. He goes for spikes, okay. He goes for spikes instead. Which is annoying, of course. But in a way I don't mind it too much if this means that I start training spikes with him, because I need damage on Gambit. for myself to win. For particular Valiant to win. Valiant looks really good with spikes up. So like for now I think I'll get up a spikes of my own. As he does withdraw. Probably the Mustail of course. Yep. And this will be worn down even further with the spikes up as well. Okay. I can't believe how good my Thunders would be right about now. Like, I'm not over it, but I think I've been able to be relatively composed considering what all happened in that regard. Now, I have a very obvious swap here into my Alomomola. What's your way to punish that? It's Lunala, I think. I really think it's Lunala that is trying to punish me for that. So part of me really wants to say that I would swap into Gambit, into my Valiant, excuse me. Because if the Lunala happens to come in, I can Shadow Ball and force it out right away. I'm gonna call him to make a double here. I don't think you at least... You may Earthquake, but I feel like it's a very passive play to do here. I feel like you give me a lot if I go to Alomomola. Yeah. Let me see the Lunala. Yeah. I had a feeling that you had to make a double there. So I'm very happy about that play. Now, would I make another aggressive play here and go for raw close combat on the King Gambit swapping in? I don't know if I'm too real for that. I don't think I'm that real. I think my play is to Shadow Ball here. Yeah. I think my play is to Shadow Ball here. I'm not that real to close combat the King Gambit, even though I could see him making that play. But the fact remains is that I need damage on it still. So getting spikes up and getting this Shadow Ball off is nice. But he does make the safer play going to Mud still. So that's all good and dandy. Okay. And I can pretty much continue pressing Shadow Ball. I don't have to reveal anything else. So I'm gonna do just that. And now that Lunala is pretty low health. I would say it's like 60%. Maybe not that, maybe like 55. I don't remember, frankly. But the health was at the very end. Now, I know I had 2 spikes up and it made a substitute. Okay, but the Mustail is dead, which is good, because that was like a very obvious for me to swap into Alomomola each time on it. So I'm glad that's been taken care of. I need this Valiant to be relatively high health, so I can ensure the King Gambit cannot like Sucker Punch sweep me. Like, I need to be able to encore it. Like, this is a scenario where, like, even if let's say the Thunders did not get crit and I managed to keep it relatively, like, it would have been low, but it would have been alive. This is where the Healing Wish from my Alomomola to that more would have been huge. But reminding myself, I can always Healing Wish this King Gambit up, this Iron Valiant up for that King Gambit, if I should say. So I do still have that going for me, and I do have screens from Klefki that I can still utilize. Now, how do I want to proceed from here? He may try to get up more spikes. Funny enough, the more hazards that I'm taking, my Casta Berry is closer to be proccing, and if he doesn't think about that aspect, my Dea has the opportunity to surprise kill something. So I kinda like that prospect. As of right now, can Klefki live a hit from Greninja? I can live a surf and whatnot. Oh no, I stayed in. No, I timed out. No, I'm an idiot, I timed out. No! No, not like this. Oh, I 100% would have gone into Klefki there. That's horrible. Fucking hell. Why do I do this to myself? Oh my god, that's so bad. Well, now I have to go into Klefki. That's so unfortunate. So now I need my screens to be up to deal with that King Gambit at the late game. That is like 100% what needs to happen. I need to have screens up. And I need my Rayquaza to deal with it, or my Deia. That's so bad though that I let that thing go. Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna light screen here. Some way. Yeah, there comes the King Gambit. That's really unfortunate. Now it's gonna have the... He's gonna be plus... well, he's gonna have like 3 of the other thing. Is my way to get around this to bank on the fact that he doesn't Sucker Punch me? Is that what I need to do? Because I don't want to give it too many turns. I think that's what I need to do. I think I have to go hard Deia here. I'm getting really paranoid that I'm like taking too much time. Is that Costa Brains? If he doesn't kill me. He withdraws. Oh wow. He withdraws there. Am I in Costa Plains? Please tell me this is Costa Brains for Deia. 111. That's not Costa Brains. Okay, so I need to endure here. Oh, okay, I need to endure here. There's no way, other way around it. I do have a light screen up. But as long as you don't like substitute. Focus Blast, yeah. Okay. This thing is pretty low now. So even if you withdraw, I'm kind of okay with this, I think. Because if I get damage on Greninja, he'll be okay. But like, I obviously Darkest Lariat here. The thing is, he has to worry about me being Flare Blitz at this point. So he shouldn't be able to swap into King Gambit. Like, if he pivots, it's Greninja, I would imagine. But even then, he's gonna be taking a lot of damage with this. Which means that it's in E-speed range. God damn it, I cannot believe that this game has gone from me getting crits through light screen to the point that I timed out and let my Valiant go down. That hasn't happened to me since Gen 8. Which is really annoying. Okay. Keeping this as a sack can be valuable. Which I do get an option to do now. He has shown Ice Beam and Spikes and whatnot on the Greninja. I think I'll keep this as a sack. The other thing is, I can Healing Wish this back in high health. That's the other thing too, like this thing is not necessarily dead yet. Like if it's able to, like this thing actually being alive and actually now thinking about it, like Healing Wish can bail me out versus the King Gambit. Because as long as I can outpace it, that Darkest Lariat will do a lot to it. He does go for Krasnot though, that's not ideal. Don't kill. Okay, cool. The light screen helped. Okay. How do I want to go about this? Check status. Is this an opportunity to Healing Wish? It could be. This could be a turn to Healing Wish. But I could also flip turn out for now, cause the Rocky Helmet can be valuable. If I flip turn, who do I go into? I kinda like the idea of Healing Wishing now. So I'm gonna do that. He's gonna leave me low. He's gonna die to the Rocky Helmet. And I get the Healing Wish. Okay. So what that means is that now I have an option to bring Dea at very high health. Which matches up really well in the last two guys that are left. Yeah. I think that's the call here. This was a really good build for my behalf, but not very well executed when it comes to letting the timer go down. But it's been a good battle at least. But I feel like I had a lot of like good tools that I utilized today, but I wasn't able to use them all properly. Okay, he goes into the Gambit. Yeah. So we get the Healing Wish off. And I do have some speed on this guy. And now the weird thing is that he may have to Terrorize here, because he doesn't know my full moveset. He has to fear a fire move. He has to fear a fire move. Like, obviously I don't have the moveset on, and like, at first I'm thinking like, I should close combat, that's quite effective. But from his perspective, he has to think that I have Flare Blitz, and he has to cover that play. So I think he needs to Terra, and I'm gonna Darkest Lariat, which is super effective on the Ghost typing. He withdraws. That's even better. That's even better. Okay. It's like, it's kinda better. Like, it's the best case scenario compared... It's the second best case scenario. The best case scenario would have been that he Terrorized there. And now he's taking even more recoil from the spikes. Okay. Now the other scenario that I need to think about is that, can my Rayquaza live a Sucker Punch from King Gambit if I have a Reflect Up? If I have a Reflect Up. It could live it. Yeah, it could live it. So I think my play is always Darkest Lariat. Finally now. Yeah. Okay. And he goes for low kick. Okay. Here I believe I have to go into Clef Key to reflect into Steel Beam. I have to reflect. If I close combat it there, that would have been kind of a shiest. I should have done that. Like in a red goal perspective, maybe like me going for the Lariat the first time revealed that I didn't have the fire move. But it's a hindsight now. But I need to reflect now into Steel Beam. And hope that Rayquaza will pull this off. He does go for Iron Head. Okay. He didn't go for SD. Which was what I was fearing. Okay. He didn't go for the SD there. My only play, honestly, I think is to go for Overheat. I believe at least. I'm at 116 health. Oh, 146. If he goes for Terra Ghost and his max HP... Yeah. To be honest, does Dragon Ascent kill from this range? 33%, that should be in a range. I wanna say I shouldn't have to risk the miss. I Dragon Ascend. Sucker Punch. Oh my god, he crits me! He crits me twice! While I have this screen up to cover myself from that. You can't make this up. This game, it was so unfortunate for my side. I did not play it perfectly, obviously. There was a timeout. There was a scenario that I think that Incineroar could have played it even better. But I'm pretty confident I lived that hit. Let me see like black classes. Wow. Black classes would have been a roll, but it was heavily in my favor. Like, I'm living that hit with my HP investment over 80% of time. Like, he had an 18.8 chance to kill me if he was black classes, with 5 allies killed at the very end, with Reflect up. God damn. Well, that was a really close game though. Make sure to check out Keegan. Like, I have every reason to be upset, but there are also things that I could have done obviously better. But that should have been a 1-0 win for me instead of him, I'm pretty sure. Because I'm pretty sure Dragon Ascent killed from there as well. But we have to move on. I play a good friend of mine, CB Marcus, that I had a pleasure meeting this year in London. And hopefully that's gonna be a very fun battle. And hopefully for my sake, I can bounce back that week. And getting another win would be a huge for playoff race. But getting a loss like this at this point of our time makes that a little closer for my comfort. But let's wait for next week when I go up against CB Marcus. And until then, I'm gonna be see you guys later.